Let's say you're a public servant and you see something that doesn't pass the smell test, such as breaches of the code of conduct or serious mismanagement, and you want to blow the whistle and be protected. Then that's where the Public Sector Integrity Commissioner comes in. But if you go to the Commissioner's website now, you get this message. No, it's not cookie permissions. It says the office is receiving an unprecedented number of disclosures of wrongdoing, reprisal complaints, and general inquiries. As a result of increased submissions, delays in the analysis and investigation of files are expected. That looks discouraging. The Public Sector Integrity Commissioner thinks so too. Harriet Soloway says the spike in tips from whistleblowers in the public sector has created a massive backlog. In the last couple of years, the combined number of tips has climbed, 198 new ones so far this year. There are 161 disclosures and complaints on hold, 5 times the office's current monthly capacity, and that's created a 3-year delay.
If we don't get to the investigations, we can't get to the conclusions, we can't make recommendations. And hence, if there are things that are amiss, they will continue to fester and probably get worse. In short order, I will have to determine which parts of our mandate we continue and which parts I have to put on hold because I simply don't have the resources.
That sounds discouraging. So why is there such a spike? They don't really know why, but she hopes it's a sign of growing confidence in the office. She's worried that would be undermined if her office doesn't get additional funding. Specifically, just over $1 million for this financial year and just over $7 million a year, effectively doubling their budget going forward. Advocate David Hutton says delays would make things worse for whistleblowers.
It's a disaster. You know, these things are all time sensitive. As soon as a whistleblower begins to see things wrong and shows themselves in any way to their management to be questioning that, then they're a target.
Hutton says properly funding this work could save taxpayers money in the long run.
Integrity Commissioner has a unique ability to nip serious wrongdoing in the bud.
Hutton says empowering whistleblowers could have prevented costly mistakes like the Phoenix Pay System fiasco and the ArriveCan app. Hutton says funding is important, but so is changing the commissioner's mandate to give whistleblowers more protection, which would mean changing the law for the first time since the commissioner's office was created in 2007. The Senate is currently reviewing a Bloc Québécois private member's bill, but it could die on the order paper if it doesn't pass before a potential snap election. Meanwhile, a statement from Treasury Board President Anita Anand says the government supports the bill, and the commissioner's request for a budget increase is going through standard protocols. The commissioner says people should still click submit on her website.
Please do come forward. Nobody will hear about your disclosure from us. It will be confidential. And as I said, I remain optimistic that we'll get the resources that we need